Hey, welcome, welcome. This is Mary from Camaj Fiber Arts and a teacher at the Camaj School of Fiber Arts. And I wanted to talk about fiber tips. And you can see both of these fibers have pointy tips. If you've listened to me before or some one of my other videos talking about lamb tips, this is going to be very interesting to you because there can be two different reasons that the tips are pointy. Now, let's take a look at this one first. When I look at this very closely, you can see that the fiber at the tip is pretty much the same fineness as the fiber to the base. So that gives me a clue that this may be a lamb because the fiber or the crimp or the fineness is consistent from the tip to the base. So this is how you're going to classify a fiber that you see online. And if you see pointy tips, ask them to pull out a staple and take a look at it. If I had this in my hand, one of the things I might do is I would actually test the tip to see if it pulled off. So I'm just going to grab the tip and pull it, and the tip came right off. I test the rest of the staple, and the rest of the staple is strong. So I know for a fact 100% that this was a lamb fleece because the tip popped off. Okay, now we have this one that also has pointy tips, and you're probably looking at it and you're saying, well, that's probably a lamb too, right? Because it has pointy tips, but it may not be. Take a look at the end of this. Do you see how it's just kind of a big wave? And then look at the base of this. Do you see all those little crimpy fibers? This is thicker. This is definitely thinner. This is a higher micron. This is a lower micron. So that gives me a clue that this is a dual coated sheep. It's not a lamb. In fact, when I grab the end of it and try to pull, which I'm pulling with all my might, I can't pull that end off. So it is a dual coat sheep. You can also separate the coats by hand. I'm going to grasp onto the end of this and then at the base and just give a little pull. So there is the outer coat, if you can see that, and there is the inner coat. And when you look very closely, you can definitely see that this one is thicker, this one is finer, this one doesn't have as much crimp as the undercoat. So now you know the difference between a dual coat and a lamb fleece. If you see something sold online that has these pointy tips, ask them to pull a lock and look at it up close and see if you can see the uniformness between the tip to the base or the non-uniformness from the tip to the base, and it will give you a clue of what kind of fiber that is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.